time on Crystals of Chaos. After departing from Greenport and arriving at the Maelstrom of Mages, we encountered the source of the curse, Kronzon. It soon became apparent that this monster would not go down easily. None of us were able to damage its main body, and Kai had trouble accessing the power of his dragon rage. It was through sheer stubbornness that Igneous discovered the monster's weakest points, its tentacles, and together we took them all down, one by one. Kronzon retaliated by transforming the Dark Mage Elite, and soon it seemed we were unable to gain victory. But Kai, desperate to destroy the curse, used the power of the Crystal of Illusion and imbued Kronzon with enough dark energy that it eventually destroyed the monster. Kai seemed to have lost his will to the crystal, but thankfully Myra brought him back to his senses. With the source gone, we returned to Greenwick Citadel along with Keeper Orsino to discuss the upcoming invasion. When we arrived, we were shocked to discover that King Phaethon and King White River were already there, and ready to aid us with fighting against Lord Xenocrates. And now the army of the New World is beginning to come forth. Will we have what it takes to stop Lord Xenocrates? Find out today on Crystals of Chaos.
For as long as I can remember, the New World has lived in peace and prosperity. All of that is now about to be undone.
The Crystal War cannot be avoided. It is going to happen, and I know this is only the first round of it.
Drake, out of everyone here, you are the only one who has directly encountered Lord Xenocrates. Therefore, any decision you make, I back fully.
I agree. It was you and your team that saved White River from the demons. I know firsthand what you are capable of.
The prophecy states that Kai will be the one to defeat Lord Xenocrates. After everything you have accomplished, I am inclined to believe that more and more.
And I shall do my best to lead us to victory.
Let us start with what we know. Xeno's main goal is to obtain the next Crystal of Chaos, but to get to it, he will destroy everything in his path. His original intention was to slaughter all of this continent. However, now we have the upper hand on preparing for an attack.
Where is the temple located in this continent?
I think you can provide us with that answer. Orsino?
The Crystal's temple is located within the Elven Forest.
Orsino is correct.
How can a temple be hidden within that forest?
The temple is beneath the Elven Forest, and only the Keeper can access it.
Was this the Dragon Knight's original idea?
They trusted the elves to guard this crystal. Yes, but every temple on this planet has a different form of protection. Only I have the ability to grant someone access to this temple.
If that is the case, then Xenocrates wouldn't be able to reach the crystal anyway.
But Xenocrates does not have any restraint, Myra.
Rhiannon is right. Xenocrates has powers that we are unaware of. He could easily find a way to gain access to that temple.
Not only that, but he will burn the forest to the ground in the process.
So the Elven Forest will be his main target?
Xenocrates has a map of the temple locations. Well, only half, but he will know where to find it.
Then it sounds to me that we need to protect the forest at all costs!
The question is, how? The forest is not the easiest place to fortify. With so many entrances, it would be near impossible to protect the entire area.
I think everyone will agree that the Citadel is the most defensive location in our continent.
Fiammetta is correct. Therefore I suggest we bring the crystal here.
The Crystal of Chaos here?
I know this sounds risky, but as your daughter said, this is the most guarded location in Greenwick. Yes, it would mean risking the crystal I've protected for generations, in the hands of the humans, but we are on one force now, King Greenwick.
I agree, Keeper Orsino, and I thank you for your confidence and trust in us.
I have a question. Moving the crystal here would certainly help protect it, but wouldn't Xenocrates still head toward the forest?
That is where Kai and the Crystal of Illusion comes into it.
What?
Anyone in the possession of a crystal can sense the others when they are close. If you put the two crystals together, Xenocrates will sense their power without fail, and his eye will look towards the Citadel.
And that's when we strike.
Precisely.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We're gonna move the crystal from the Elven Forest to here, which will force Xenocrates to attack the Citadel rather than the forest.
Correct.
With the Elves, Greenwick, White River, and Farthorn, we could make the Citadel the strongest fortress the New World has witnessed.
That does sound like a suitable plan.
Allow me to make an additional suggestion.
Go ahead, Servant.
Do we know which direction they will be attacking from?
According to what I saw, Greenport is likely where they were attacked from Itzal.
Then I would suggest that my troops and Aaron set up an ambush at the Greenport. Then when they arrive, we can launch a surprise assault on them and gain the upper hand.
Excellent plan!
But if Xenocrates is with them, he will slaughter you all.
Kai, if Xenocrates thinks he can get 2 crystals, he's going to head straight for the Citadel. He won't waste time fighting the soldiers.
You are most likely right.
If everything goes to plan, this could work out well in our favour.
What should happen if they actually manage to enter the Citadel, though? Especially Xenocrates.
If Xenocrates reaches the Citadel, that will be my first opportunity to destroy him.
Kai,
If I can defeat Xenocrates here and now, then we can end this war before it even really begins.
What about the commanders? They will surely be with him.
Any commander I encounter will be stopped, if that's what it takes to stop Xenocrates.
then we will all remain with Kai at the Citadel.
Myra, no.
Kai, for once, just listen. You are not taking on the commanders and Xenocrates alone. We will all be there to give you the opportunity to stop him once and for all.
Myra is right, Kai. We will not let you face this power alone.
I know you have not known me for long, but I will not let someone as determined as you face someone like Xenocrates by yourself.
I don't know what I could do without you all. Thank you.
We shall follow you to the end of the line, Kai.
Very well, the plan is made. We will allow Keep Orsino to move the crystal to our citadel. This will serve as a beacon for Xenocrates to draw his attention to us, rather than the forest.
During this time, mine and White River's forces will set up near the Green Port to get an early strike upon the forces of Itzal.
If all goes to plan, Xenocrates should head to the Citadel with just his commanders, and Kai and his team will be ready to give him the opportunity to destroy Xenocrates.
Let us show Itzal what the New World is capable of.
They will regret ever messing with our kingdom.
Dragon Knight, I would like you and your friends to come with me to the forest. Before I hand over the crystal, I believe you should learn more about them.
That would be extremely helpful, Zeno. There is so little known about them. I need to know what they are truly capable of.
Kai, go and obtain the crystal. In the meantime, I will begin to mobilize the army. I want you and your comrades to rest and prepare. You have done nothing but battle since you have arrived. You need time to recuperate and ready yourselves for the fight.
Will there be beer?
Yes, Master Dwarf.
Woohoo!
Kai, let us head to the forest now. Then you will have all the time you need to rest.
See you all soon.
Travel safe, Dragon Knight.
So sorry, my lord.
Must you constantly disappoint me?
It is not too late.
We are literally about to leave for Greenwick, and then you decide to throw this shit at me?
It is not my fault that Guardian Ray knows.
So it's mine, is it? I did not give him the Crystal of Illusion. I was not the one who failed to stop him reuniting the continent.
All the commanders together, we will find a way around this. I promise you.
Very well. I will tell you this though, Orpheus. If I do not get that crystal, there will be one less commander serving me. Do not even think for a moment that I will not kill you.
Master, we shall gain victory. I give you my word.
Ryder, please postpone the departure of our forces. We need an emergency meeting in the chaotic chamber.
What? Damn. Very well. I shall gather the commanders together.
Kai Drake, you are going to feel every ounce of pain that I can inflict upon you.
Welcome back, my friends.
Spirit Tree, I need you to grant us access to the Crystal's temple.
Is that wise, or Zeno?
We need to protect the crystal. I fear for the forest and your safety if it remains here.
You are the keeper. I trust your judgment.
Everyone, please place your hand upon the Spirit Tree.
Wow, this is a lot different to the other temples I have been to.
The energy in here seems more positive than negative.
That is due to the Spirit Tree's magic and the time go. These crystals contain positive energy rather than negative.
The crystal.
Now then, I believe there's knowledge about these that you do not know.
Correct. The stuff I know I have heard from my father and Ardian, but that is it.
Alas, even as a wizard of the First Order, my knowledge is limited on these crystals.
Thanks to the Spirit Tree, the keeper of this forest can gain knowledge from the past, present and possible future. Therefore I know a lot about these crystals.
Please do share.
Very well. My friends, at the time of this planet's creation, the gods who forged this world used vast amounts of energy to make the planet the perfect planet. However, the energy required to do this was too great for the gods to contain within themselves, and so they put these powers into controlling ignats, known as the crystals. Each god gave their crystal a different form of power. These powers granted the planet the ability to function and exist in the way they intended. There was, however, one god who hungered for these powers and devised a plot of betrayal.
Chaos.
Chaos made the gods believe their crystals were at risk from each other and convinced them to let him protect them. Once he had taken all 7, he showed his true colors and destroyed the gods. The crystals then became known as the Crystals of Chaos, and each power that was originally positive became corrupted by his evil. This would allow Chaos to make the planet in his own imagine, one of the internal darkness and despair.
But Chaos was stopped.
The Holy God Hedgios managed to trick Chaos by making him believe that an 8th crystal existed. This fake crystal allowed Hedgios to shoot Chaos into another dimension, an internal prison, in which even today he still remains.
He deserved far worse than that.
Hedgios did not have the power to truly destroy Chaos or the crystals. And since the crystals are now bound to Chaos, their powers can never be diverted.
So, the crystals all possess a power. What is this crystal's power?
Before you lies the crystal of metamorphosis. The original idea of its power was to allow the planet's neutral circle of evolution to take place, but Chaos turned it into a much more powerful crystal.
It doesn't sound as bad as the other 2 we have already encountered.
You may think that Fenrir, but if Xenocrats obeyed this crystal, he could change any object into whatever he desired. No animal, no structure, no continent will be safe. He could turn Sky's legendary sword into a mere stick if he so wished. This crystal is not to be underestimated.
And the other crystals? What powers do they possess?
The crystals you have encountered so far are nowhere near as powerful as the ones that remain. You have seen manipulation, illusion, and now metamorphosis. 4 other crystals remain: knowledge, resurrection, death, and destruction.
I think a bit of pee just came out.
Now you see the true threat these crystals have on us all. If Xenocrates has access to the resurrection and death crystals, he would have complete control over life and death.
We cannot let that happen, no matter the cost.
That is one last bit of information you should know.
What is it?
You remember I said the crystals are bound to chaos? Well, every time the crystals are brought together, the barrier between our worlds and chaos prisons weakens.
So you mean, if all 7 are put together,
chaos will be free and will return to this planet, and it will be too late for anyone to stop him.
I always thought that the host would become chaos.
You are mostly correct. Xeno's body will begin to change with the more crystals he takes, and this will make his body a perfect host for chaos to take over. But eventually, chaos will return to his true form and make this planet what he originally intended to be.
I did not realize how serious this situation is. We are dealing with more than just power here.
Remember, Kai, if all goes well, we can stop Xenocrates before he doesn't have a chance to find the other crystals.
I hope you are right, Ardian.
Let us take this back to Greenwick.
Wait!
Spirit Tree?
Before you leave, I must warn you.
Of what?
Zeno said that we can see the present, past, and faded future. Well, I have seen something that should not be ignored. This battle for the crystal. One of you will not make it through to the end.
You mean one of us will die?
This vision is very faded. I cannot see who or why, but it is predicted that one of you will fall to Xenocrates' forces.
That won't happen.
Dragon Knight, I insist that—
I'm telling you that won't happen! I don't care if I fight 1 commander, or 2, or all of them! I will not let any of you die!
For your sakes, I hope you are right.
Get us back to Greenwick, please.